Hello and welcome to Clayton Update. I'm Jessica Jewell, a Clayton High School graduate and broadcast major at East Carolina University. The new year rang in some changes in how your garbage, recycling, and yard waste is collected, and we'd like to do a refresher course. One of our biggest changes is that all garbage and recycling must be inside your 96-gallon containers with the lids closed. Bags of garbage at the curb will no longer be picked up. We still collect bags of leaves and yard waste, but not bags of garbage. If you have so much garbage or recycling that one container isn't enough, you can order a second container. It's just $3 more a month for an extra recycling container and $3.96 per month for an extra garbage container. Bags of leaves, grass clippings, and trimmings will still be picked up, but you can never mix them with sticks or limbs. Commingling of leaves, grass clippings, and trimmings with limbs or sticks is a violation of town code and will result in non-pickup. Now to limbs and sticks. In the past, if you put out more limbs than were allowed, Waste Management would pick up the allowed amount and leave the rest to be picked up at a later date. That practice is ending because it often meant limbs would sit for weeks at the curb, generating lots of neighbor complaints. Now, if you have more limbs out than what is allowed in a single pickup, none of it will be collected. You must schedule a special pickup, which comes with a fee. If you do not schedule a special pickup, you will be considered in violation of town code and will receive a warning or citation from our code enforcement officer. Avoid the fee and the need for a special pickup by simply placing the allowed amount of limbs at the curb over the course of a few weeks. Limbs should be placed with cut ends toward the curb. Limbs up to 4 inches in diameter can't be longer than 6 feet. Limbs wider than 4 inches in diameter need to be cut into lengths of 2 feet or less. Limbs greater than 10 inches in diameter will not be collected. Once you have them cut correctly, you'll need to pile them correctly too. Piles can be no more than 6 feet in depth from the curb, they can be no higher than 3 feet, and they can be no wider than 6 feet. If you have questions or need to schedule a special pickup, please call 919-553-1530 and make sure you have the 96-gallon containers. We're slowly upgrading all town residents from the 64-gallon to the 96-gallon. Check under the lid for which size you have. If you don't have the 96-gallon, give us a call and we'll try to get the giant 96er out to your home as soon as possible. If you're still confused, head to our homepage, townofclaytonnc.org, and you'll find more. Grab your rakes because you only have a few more weeks until loose leaf collection ends. The Town of Clayton's weekly loose leaf collection is a big hit with residents. It means you don't have to mess with bags. Yes, every single week we come by with our truck to suck them up. But that leaf truck will stop running on January 30th. So until then, just pile up your leaves between the sidewalk and the curb. If you do not have a sidewalk, push the leaves back from the curb and onto the edge of the grass. Make sure you do not put the leaves in the street and do not cover up the fire hydrants. Also, keep out sticks and large debris. The leaf truck is scheduled to come by the day after your trash is picked up. Again, the loose leaf collection ends January 30th. The Town of Clayton picks up bagged leaves every year. Check out our homepage for more information. Would you like to help shape the future of Clayton? Help guide development? We had a great crowd turn out for our first public open house as we embark on a huge project to update the Town of Clayton's growth plan called Comprehensive Plan 2030. Citizens and families got to share ideas and look to the future at this open house. Don't worry if you missed it, we're still gathering feedback, so don't be left out. What do you love about Clayton? What needs improvement? What do you want to see 10 years from now? Head to townofclaytonnc.org and take 2 minutes to fill out our quick survey. Your opinions will help guide how the plan is drafted. Be a part of developing a vision for Clayton's future and make sure this town you love stays great. We want you to think Clayton, think B-I-G big, bold, innovative growth. Fill out a survey now so you can have a voice. We already know some residents are concerned and excited about growth in one particular area, the area off Cover Bridge Road and City Road. We're talking about the 600 acres of land where the proposed Steeplechase development might be built. Back in the 80s, the Arp family allowed a hot air balloon event on this beautiful land, and you might remember the popular Brook Hill Steeplechase horse race took place on the property. Now, Wakefield Development Company has a plan to build a subdivision called Steeplechase there. It would include single-family homes, apartments, condos, townhomes, and a clubhouse. The plans could even include some shops, and there's even land set aside for a school. Clayton's planning department was set to hear the proposal on Wednesday, December 17th, but because they are still reviewing the very important traffic study for the plan, they've postponed the project until January 26th. If you'd like to hear the developer's presentation and share comments or concerns, please come to the Planning Board meeting on that Monday, January 26th at 6 p.m. in the Town Council chambers at Town Hall. The project will still have to go through several meetings of Town Council after that, and there will be more chances for the public to weigh in. Love 'em or hate 'em, it's time to vote for your favorite downtown sculpture. The voting has begun for the People's Choice Award. 8 unique and original sculptures are featured in public places throughout our downtown, and we want to know which one you love the best. Just go to the Town of Clayton's Facebook page and like your favorite piece. Each week will feature a face-off between 2 of the sculptures. It will come down to the final 4, and then we'll announce the big winner. 2015 means more great programs from the Clayton Library. Head over to the Hocutt-Ellington Memorial Library for story time. Every Wednesday morning at 10, there are stories, crafts, and special guests for preschool-age children. Coming up on Wednesday, January the 28th, it's Waddle with the Penguins, and don't miss our news story hour on Tuesday afternoons. It's for kids in kindergarten through 5th grade. It will run from 4:30 in the afternoon until 5:30. January 27th, Kitty Cats and Books, all free at the Clayton Library. Do you have a case of writer's block? Want some feedback on your writing? The library is now hosting a writers group where you can share projects and talk about publishing and just network. Bring a sample of your writing to share with a group. It's open to anyone. The next meeting is Monday, February 2nd at 5 p.m. Head to ClaytonLibraryNC.org for the meetup information. Time to play ball with Clayton Parks and Recreation. Spring sports registration for t-ball, baseball, and softball is now open for both Clayton residents and non-residents. And that's all for this edition of Clayton Update. Be sure to stay in touch by checking us out at townofclaytonnc.org. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Town of Clayton, and watch us on YouTube at Town of Clayton NC. We'll see you next week.